In the year 5000 AD, scientists found a way to go to the moon. A special space vehicle was invented to go to the moon. They had to take the needed food, water and clothing from Earth in this space vehicle. Since the temperature, gravity, environment and everything is different in moon, scientists had to take so much training in Earth so that they can go and visit the moon. But only the scientists can afford this training, and it was difficult for the normal people to take this training. These scientists always stayed in the moon for exploring the moon further. The needed food, water and clothing will be sent to them from Earth on a regular basis in one of the space vehicles. The mission of the scientists was to find ways for the normal people to live on the moon permanently. The scientist who had done major contribution in finding ways to go to the moon was a man named Chandran. All scientists and the people respected him a lot. He married a woman scientist who came to the moon as a junior scientist, and then they started to live on the moon for a long time and doing their research. One day, a baby was born to them in the moon itself. They felt very happy. Suddenly some kind of radiation started coming out from a mountain in the moon. People started to lose their energy slowly because of that radiation. A few scientists managed to reach the space vehicle and left the moon immediately. Some scientists died in the moon as they lost all their energy because of the radiation. Chandran was also one of the persons who died on the moon. People in the earth cried a lot for all the dead scientists, especially Chandran. The whole earth cried for his death. After that radiation, scientists did not travel to the moon for the next 50 years because of fear. One day, they found that the radiation in the moon got stopped long back. So they decided to go to the moon soon, study and explore the moon so that normal people also can go to the moon safely. At that time, there lived a girl named Indu. She was just 18 years old. She was a very intelligent young scientist and had a strong desire to travel to the moon to explore the moon for the safe travel of normal people. Her father was working as a teacher. Her mother's name was Mathi. She worshipped moon as a god right from her childhood. She also wanted to visit the moon for doing prayers. But she did not have enough money. So she worked very hard and earned some money. Using that money, first she ensured her daughter Indu took the necessary education and training to go to the moon. Indu seriously practiced all the trainings and education so that she can get a chance to travel to the moon. One day, she got the news that she was selected for the moon travel to explore moon as a scientist. She came to her mom and happily conveyed that news. Her mother felt very happy as their hard work paid off. They embraced each other and thanked God. Her mother asked her with hesitation whether she could also go with her. But Indu laughed at her mother, saying that she could not study and take training. Her mother felt a little bit embarrassed. After 1 week, Indu was getting ready for the travel to the moon. Mathi also wanted to visit the moon and asked Indu again whether she can also go with Indu. Indu asked her not to make jokes and left. Because of Indu's hard work, she and the scientists were able to reach the moon successfully using the space vehicle after 50 years. After reaching the moon, Indu started exploring more about the moon. One day, she found a way so that people can go to the moon safely. Because of her hard work and major inventions, people started traveling to the moon for the first time. Everybody appreciated her and started calling her as the Moongirl. Her mother Mathi heard about all her accomplishments and felt very happy. She was very much proud of her daughter as everyone started calling her as the Moongirl. Then on one day, the scientists decided to find a solution to protect people from the radiation. They all started to work very seriously. They all believed that Indu was able to find a solution for the radiation problem. The whole earth motivated her by chanting her as the Moongirl. After some days, suddenly on one day, the radiation again came from the mountain. People in the moon started to panic as no one expected this radiation too soon. As usual, everyone in the moon started to lose the energy slowly. Very few people managed to reach the space vehicle. They waited for some time and then left to Earth. Otherwise, they would die. The scientist team had no way other than to stay on the moon and die. There was no space vehicle. They also knew that nobody can come from Earth and save them. If they come, they would lose their energy because of the radiation and die with them. So the scientists' team became ready for death. The scientists were talking to each other about their last wish. When it comes to Indu's turn, she first apologized that she could not find a solution for the radiation issue. She cried and said that people kept so much of trust on her but she was not able to meet their expectations. She said that she had the wishes of finding the solution to the radiation problem and spend more time with her mom. She also said that she thought of bringing her mom to the moon at least once. In the last moment, all of them started to think about their loved ones and family while dying. One scientist said that everything was their fate and nobody can come and change their fate. Suddenly they saw a space vehicle coming to moon from Earth. They were wondering who was coming. Everybody saw that Mathi came out of the vehicle. Indu and everybody was surprised by looking at Indu's mother. Indu asked Mathi how and why she came. Mathi said that she used to read all the books Indu bought and also got some help from the Earth team in traveling to the moon. Mathi also told her that she came to the moon to save Indu. Indu told her that she could not survive the radiation. Mathi said that she was praying to the moon god daily and moon god would not hurt her. Indu started scolding her that she made a stupid decision. All the other scientists including Indu almost got exhausted and was not even able to move. They slowly got fainted down. Mathi dragged everyone slowly and put them in the space vehicle. Indu was surprised how her mother did not lose any energy though she was exposed to the radiation. Then Mathi drove the space vehicle and everybody returned to Earth. After returning to the Earth, all the scientists got cured. They were asking Indu about how her mother was able to survive in the radiation without losing energy. Indu asked Mathi the same question. Mathi simply replied that moon god did not choose to hurt her. But the scientists did not believe that. Then one old scientist who saw Mathi came to them and said that Mathi was not an ordinary person. She was born in moon to the great scientist named Chandran. When she was born, the mountain in the moon emitted the radiation. Somehow, her body must have developed immunity to that radiation right from her childhood days. He said he was a junior assistant of Chandran and he knew Mathi very well. Both Mathi and Indu were surprised to hear this. Both of them now understood that how they got so much interest in going to moon. Mathi felt very much grateful for her father and Indu felt grateful for her grandfather. Indu asked apology to Mathi as she did not take her words seriously when she wanted to come to the moon. She also said thanks to Mathi as she got the interest of going to the moon only from her. They embraced each other. But Mathi realized that still Indu was sad as she was not able to find a solution for the radiation problem. Mathi then suggested all the scientists to plan for farming in moon, prepare and eat food from that farming. She said that the food prepared from the moon might make people immune to the radiation. Indu and all the scientists got surprised to hear that. They tried to stop the radiation in the mountain but Mathi's idea was totally different and new. After some days, scientists noticed that the radiation got stopped in the moon. As Mathi suggested, the scientists went to the moon along with Mathi and Indu, worked hard and started farming in moon itself and ate the food which came from the farming. Surprisingly, when another radiation came, they were not affected and survived without any issues, as Mathi told. All the scientists thanked Mathi for her intelligent idea. Indu felt so much proud about her mother and gave the Moongirl award to her. Mathi felt very happy for receiving that award from her daughter herself. After that, both Mathi and Indu were living in the moon for a long time. That's the end of this story. Lesson summary. Respect our ancestors. We have got so much of their experiences and talents in our genes. Be grateful to them whenever you use your talents. Pray to God and trust God or universe or consciousness. Being grateful for our ancestors and God slowly reduces our ego and improves our compassion and mental peace. Thank you.